Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about something real today. There's a power inside every woman that most people never truly understand. A fire, a depth, a strength that shapes her world, her relationships, her success. And today I'm going to reveal the top 5 personal secrets of a woman. Secrets that define her, drive her, and elevate her. A woman's emotions are her superpower. She has the ability to feel deeply, connect effortlessly, and sense what others often miss. This sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's her strength. She can walk into a room and immediately pick up on the energy. She knows when something is off, even when no one says a word. Her intuition, her gut feeling, is a powerful guide, and when she learns to trust it, she becomes unstoppable. But here's the real secret. She doesn't let emotions control her. She controls them. Most people react to life. They let their feelings dictate their actions. A powerful woman, however, recognizes that emotions are signals, not commands. She understands that feeling something doesn't mean she has to act on it immediately. Instead, she observes her emotions, processes them, and then makes intentional choices. She knows that in moments of stress, anger, or frustration, reacting impulsively can cost her power. Instead of responding out of emotion, she pauses. She breathes. She asks herself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? She takes a step back and sees the bigger picture. This ability to regulate emotions, to stay calm and centered even in chaos, gives her an edge in life, in business, in relationships, and in leadership. Emotional intelligence allows her to connect deeply with people. She understands that every interaction is not just about words, but about energy, tone, and intention. She reads between the lines. She listens beyond what is being said. And because of this, people are drawn to her. They feel understood in her presence. They trust her. She doesn't manipulate, she influences. She doesn't dominate, she inspires. A woman with high emotional intelligence also knows the difference between reacting and responding. Reacting is immediate, emotional, and often regrettable. Responding is thoughtful, measured, and powerful. She trains herself to respond, not react. This means that in arguments, she doesn't let anger take over. In difficult situations, she doesn't break down, she adapts. When life throws challenges at her, she doesn't spiral, she strategizes. She also understands that emotions, when harnessed correctly, can fuel her ambitions. Passion, drive, and determination all stem from emotions. A woman who masters her emotions can turn frustration into motivation, pain into power, and doubt into confidence. She doesn't suppress her feelings, she channels them. She uses them as a force for progress rather than allowing them to keep her stuck. This mastery of emotions doesn't mean she's cold or detached. On the contrary, she feels everything deeply, but she makes sure that her emotions serve her, not sabotage her. She is aware of the impact her emotions have on others. She knows that her energy influences those around her, so she chooses to be a source of strength, clarity, and inspiration. A powerful woman understands that silence is not emptiness. It is a tool, a strategy, a force that speaks louder than words. She knows that in a world where everyone is eager to talk, to prove themselves, to fill every moment with noise, there is immense power in restraint. She doesn't rush to respond, doesn't blurt out everything she knows, and doesn't always express what she feels immediately. Instead, she observes, she listens, she absorbs. When she walks into a room, she pays attention before she speaks. She watches body language, catches the small shifts in tone, and notices the details that others overlook. This ability to listen deeply gives her an advantage because it allows her to truly understand people, not just what they say, but what they mean. She is not distracted by the surface. She looks deeper, and that gives her control over any situation. She also knows that silence creates mystery. When she doesn't reveal everything about herself, people become more curious. They wonder what she's thinking, what she knows, what she's planning. This intrigue works in her favor, whether in relationships, business, or leadership. She doesn't waste words trying to explain herself to those who don't deserve to hear her story. She doesn't seek validation through excessive talking. She lets her actions, her presence, and her energy do the talking. A woman who understands the power of silence also knows that not every battle needs to be fought with words. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. When someone tries to provoke her, She doesn't give them the reaction they're looking for. When she is underestimated, she doesn't argue. She proves them wrong with results. When she is challenged, she doesn't need to defend herself endlessly. She lets her success speak for itself. She recognizes that silence can shift the dynamic in any conversation. In negotiations, she uses pauses to her advantage. In arguments, she lets silence make the other person uncomfortable enough to reveal more than they intended. In leadership, she allows space for others to step up, to fill the gaps, to show their true selves. She is not afraid of quiet moments because she understands that in those moments, real power is built. More than anything, she uses silence to protect her peace. She doesn't waste energy on unnecessary drama. She chooses when to engage and when to walk away. She values her words, and because of that, when she does speak, people listen. A strong woman does not live her life seeking approval. She does not shrink herself to fit into the expectations of others, nor does she wait for permission to be who she truly is. She understands that validation from the outside world is fleeting, inconsistent, and unreliable. What people admire today, they may criticize tomorrow. She knows that if she builds her confidence on the opinions of others, she will always be at their mercy. Instead, she chooses something more powerful, self-belief. She walks into a room with certainty, not because she needs others to recognize her worth, but because she already knows it. She does not ask, am I good enough? She decides, I am enough. This mindset frees her from the exhausting cycle of people-pleasing. She does not adjust her personality to make others comfortable. She does not tone down her ambitions to avoid intimidating others. She does not apologize for wanting more from life. There was a time when she may have sought approval, when she may have dimmed her light to avoid standing out, when she may have stayed silent to avoid judgment, but she has learned that playing small does not serve her. She understands that the world respects those who respect themselves. When she values herself, when she backs her own decisions, when she holds her ground, people take notice. Respect is not demanded, it is earned through the way she carries herself. She also knows that choosing power over validation does not mean being arrogant or dismissive. It means being rooted in her own truth. It means being so sure of herself that she does not need to prove anything to anyone. She does not rely on compliments to feel beautiful, nor does she let criticism define her worth. She takes feedback with discernment, knowing the difference between constructive advice and unnecessary negativity. She listens, but she does not let external noise shake her core. This kind of self-insurance makes her magnetic. People are drawn to those who stand firm in their identity. Confidence is not just about how she speaks or moves. It is in her energy. It is in the way she makes decisions without second guessing. It is in the way she holds eye contact without looking away. It is in the way she trusts herself, even when others doubt her. She does not wait for validation to feel worthy because she understands that real power comes from within. She gives herself permission to be bold, to take up space, and to live life on her own terms. Every woman has faced pain, whether it's heartbreak, betrayal, failure, or loss. She has experienced moments where she felt broken, where the weight of the world seemed unbearable. There were times when she questioned her strength, when she wondered if she would ever rise again. But here's the secret. She does not let pain define her. She lets it refine her. She does not stay trapped in suffering. She transforms it into power. She understands that pain is not just something to endure, it is something to learn from. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? She asks, what can I take from this? She realizes that every hardship carries a lesson. Every setback holds an opportunity for growth, and every moment of darkness has the potential to make her light shine even brighter. She refuses to let pain be a dead end. Instead, she turns it into a turning point. She does not suppress her pain or pretend it does not exist. She allows herself to feel, to process, to heal. But she does not stay in the same place for too long. She knows that strength is not about avoiding pain. It is about facing it head on and coming out stronger on the other side. She acknowledges the hurt, but she does not let it consume her. She gives herself permission to grieve, but she does not allow suffering to become her identity. With every challenge she overcomes, she builds resilience. She understands that life will not always be fair, that people will disappoint her, that things will not always go as planned, but she refuses to let those experiences turn her bitter. Instead, she uses them as fuel. Pain becomes the driving force that pushes her forward, that makes her more determined, more focused, more unstoppable. She also knows that the most powerful transformations happen in moments of struggle. Some of the strongest women in the world did not become powerful because life was easy. They became powerful because they refused to break. They used their pain as a stepping stone to greatness. They turned rejection into redirection, failure into wisdom, and heartbreak into self-love. She does not wait for circumstances to change before she moves forward. She takes control. She turns her wounds into wisdom, her losses into lessons, and her struggles into success. She understands that pain is not her enemy, it is her greatest teacher. And because of that, she does not just survive, she thrives. A woman who truly owns herself does not apologize for her desires. She does not water down her ambitions to make others comfortable, nor does she seek permission to go after what she wants. She understands that her dreams, her goals, and her happiness are not things she needs to justify. She is not here to live according to someone else's expectations. She is here to create a life that fulfills her. She knows that for too long, society has tried to dictate what she should want. It has told her to be soft but not too strong, ambitious but not intimidating, independent but not too bold. She has been taught to prioritize others before herself, to feel guilty for wanting more, to seek approval before taking action. But she has unlearned these limitations. She no longer waits for acceptance. She chooses herself first. When she wants something, she does not hesitate. She does not sit in fear of judgment or rejection. She moves with certainty because she knows that nothing great was ever achieved by playing it safe. Whether it is in her career, her relationships, her personal growth, or her passions, she embraces her desires fully. She does not settle for mediocrity when she knows she is capable of more. She does not hold back her voice when she has something to say. She does not dim her light to fit into someone else's version of who she should be. She also understands that desire is not just about external success, it is about internal alignment. She chooses what makes her feel alive, what sparks her creativity, what brings her joy. She does not pursue something because it looks good on the outside. She pursues it because it feels right within her soul. She trusts herself enough to know what she truly wants, and she does not let fear, doubt, or external opinions cloud her vision. She does not waste time explaining herself to those who do not understand her path. She does not ask, "Is this okay?" before taking a leap. She does not feel guilty for prioritizing her happiness, her success, her freedom, because she knows that when she is fully aligned with what she desires, she is at her most powerful. She is radiant, magnetic, unstoppable, and the world does not just make space for her, it takes notice. The challenge is not just to hear these secrets, but to embrace them, to embody them, to step fully into the power that has always been within. Knowing something intellectually is one thing, living it is another. A woman who understands these truths but does not act on them remains stuck in the same patterns, seeking permission, waiting for the right time, hesitating when she should be moving. But the moment she decides to own these principles, everything changes. She begins to walk differently, not just with confidence, but with certainty. She no longer seeks approval for her emotions, for her choices, for the way she carries herself. She no longer explains why she is the way she is. She simply is. She does not entertain people who drain her energy. She does not waste time on things that do not serve her. She does not negotiate her worth with anyone. She steps forward with clarity, knowing that she is the one in control of her life. She stops reacting to the world and starts creating her world. She does not let circumstances dictate how she feels. She decides how she feels. She does not let setbacks break her. She uses them as fuel. She does not allow external noise to drown out her inner voice. She listens to herself first. She trusts that she is capable, deserving, and powerful beyond measure. She no longer asks, "Can I?" She declares, "I will." She does not wait for perfect conditions. She does not hesitate when opportunity arises. She does not let fear hold her back. She acts, she moves, she pushes forward. She knows that hesitation is the enemy of progress, and she refuses to be the reason she stays stuck. She does not wait for someone to open doors for her. She builds her own. She does not wait for permission to succeed. She steps into success unapologetically. And as she moves with this energy, the world responds. People take notice, doors open, opportunities flow, not because she is lucky, but because she is intentional. She is no longer playing small. She is no longer doubting her worth. She is no longer seeking anything outside of herself to tell her she is enough. She knows she is enough. And because she knows it, she becomes unstoppable. So now the choice is yours. You've heard the secrets. You've felt the truth in them. Now will you own them? Will you step into your power, trust your emotions, embrace silence, reject the need for validation, turn your pain into strength, and chase your desires without apology? Because the truth is, no one is coming to give you permission. No one is going to hand you the life you deserve. You have to claim it. You have to decide that from this moment on, you will no longer shrink, no longer hesitate, no longer wait. You will rise. You will walk with confidence. You will become the woman you were always meant to be. And when you do, when you truly embrace these secrets, not just in theory, but in action, you won't just change your life. You will change the world. Now go out there and be unstoppable.